Right on the edge of that, where it dropped off before, there was a stone. And when I looked at it, it looked like the back of a hawk's head. That's what it looks like. I mean, it had the beak and it was just all like the top of the crown. I mean, I was like, whoa, okay. And I've seen a meteorite before. We've seen them in my elders. But I looked at it and I said, I know what that is. And I sat down. But I sat there for a long time with it. I thought, I know, but here I was just talking about take. I know what that is. So I'll put some sage, and I'll put some tobacco there with it, and I said, I think I'm going to sit here for a little while. And I sat and I prayed, and I thought about it. I said, what do I do? Grandfather, what do I do? Well, I can take it back to the elders. But and if it's not for me, they're going to let me know. And I said, but I know what that is. So I gave my prayer, I gave my offering, and took it and walked with it. And I knew, I decided I'm going to look around, I'm going to remember how I got here, the old cow trail, through all that over there. Yeah. Just remember the spot. Because if it's not for me, I'm going to bring it back. It's not meant for me. And so I walked with it and got back to Golden Eagle there, and I walked in. I said, I have some tobacco here and I need to talk to you. And he's like, okay. So I said, I found it. Where'd you find that at? Let me see that. He grabbed it from me. You know what that is? And I said, I mean, I kind of know, I guess. Where'd you find this? He's questioning me. Where'd you get this? That way? Kinda that way? Down on the river somewhere at this spot. So there's a crater and stuff. It's there. He's like, you sure you found this here? Yeah. I said, alright. Well, let's take it down. We took it to Galen Drompo Jr. And that's when Walking Bear and John Zephyr was offering to do the fast with that bundle. And he looked at it and he said, yeah. And he held it to his head and he said, there's something in there. And he's just like a kid. He said, where? He's in his basement on that concrete floor. And I'm like, hey. I think that's mine. There's something in there. He's like, bam. It would never break, but he was like, I know there's something. It's medicine. You can feel it. So I can feel it. So bring it to the lodge. Yeah, let's take it. So we took it to the lodge and made our tithe or offering. We all went in and they were purifying to get ready for it. He said, yeah, the Star Nation's here. He said, this stone is medicine. He said, you can make these number of tithes, this certain color, sing that Star Nation song, and you could boil that up. He said, the Spirit said, boil it up. It's for respiratory ailments, cleaning of the sinus in your chest, and get rid of that sickness. Oh, okay. That's all he said. Great. I got tested right away. There was a lady in the group that was in the lodge that was trying to learn something, I guess. So we all was learning. So the next morning I get up to have coffee and we're sitting at Lauren or sitting at house. And some other people there I just met. She comes in. I'm not feeling good. Can we have that medicine? I was like, first of all, I was like, I don't remember, I didn't remember hearing you cough last night or anything. And all of a sudden, mysteriously, you're sick now. But first of all, I think I'm learning this correctly. There should be tobacco right here. You should have offered tobacco. Didn't ask for the medicine. She's like, well, I can't do that. I can get that. And I was like, no, I just got it, so I don't think I'm ready yet. I don't feel right doing that. I just don't. She was really persistent trying to get me to do it. I said, no. And so I left later and I went we were getting the lodge ready for that evening, and I was telling Walking Bear, I said, you know, I got that medicine, yeah. But this lady, she challenged me already this morning. I didn't know what to do, you know. I kind of felt bad, you know. We're supposed to help people, but I don't feel like I was ready to use it. He said, well, there was another part they forgot to tell you in the lodge, that you need to go fast with it. You need to do 4 days with it. Earn the right to use the medicine. You need to do that and do your dance and do all these things with it. You know, you could have used it one time. It would have worked one time. But she wasn't sick. It was just a test. So I put it away. I just made a home for it, and I put it away, and I carried it, and I fasted with it. And we used it the next year. I came back to Sundance, and even you had to cough. Everybody had this cough around the camp at the Sundance. It was all, like a horse coughing everywhere. And I heard, it's like, he's got it, she's got it. Some people that came up with us to support. It was my first year to dance. And I went to him and I said, you remember, I got that stone, Star Nation. He's like, oh yeah. Make those ties, or get those people to make those ties and sing that song, and let's boil it up. And we did. We went in the lodge with it. Everybody drank it, you know, for those next 3-4 days. The cough went away. Man, it was rugged listening to them cough. It was like, they're going to cough up a lung in a minute. So even leaders, we need medicine sometimes. And I was thankful for, you know, their help at those times. And had some good times up there in South Dakota. One story I was telling, standing out Golden Eagle again, about how we can get serious. We can be serious in these ways. And we just got through with Sundance, and we all was tired, you know. You go through your days, and we get back to the house to rest, and somebody had a movie on, so I just came in and sat down with a bunch of his nephews and nieces, and people just hang out at his house. And we're all sitting there and just kind of hanging, and all of a sudden we heard the door just BAM! What the heck? Everybody said, uh-oh, Uncle's here, somebody's in trouble. I'm crawling back behind the couch over here. I'm just visiting. So he comes in there, what the heck are y'all doing? What are y'all watching? He pushes the VCR and gets the tape out. You're not supposed to be watching this. Walks out. We're like, maybe we're supposed to be still learning something, or what's he talking about? I mean, so maybe he's getting one of his videos. He's got this big room full of videos, and he comes in and he goes, you need to be watching this. Click, and walks out. Movie comes on. Dumb and Dumber. We laughed till we was crying. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. He took off, and we were just rolling in there. I'm too serious. Lighten up, that's fun. So ever since then, you know, things like that, we all tease each other and play around. Even with guitar, one time he did that. I said, can I play your guitar? Yeah. I said, he walked out of the room and he went, hey, yeah. I don't know what he's saying last two back there. He comes in there, boom, 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 boom. What are you doing? Playing. Turn it up! And I was really playing it right now. I can hear it down at the other end of the house. He was like, okay, now I can hear me. I'm jamming. So you always just pull something on it. So you gotta have that balance, you know. You gotta have both. So, but we're always going to tease each other in some way, find something. So be careful what you do around us. What I learned from those lights, and when you're in the lodge, guess what makes those figure eights? Does anybody know? Huh? You know what spirit that is?